Town Square in the picturesque market town of Kelso was the start of stage 2 of the OVO Energy Tour of Britain. 165.9 kilometres. Dylan Groenewegen taking a 3-second advantage over Rory Townsend into the stage. Could he finish the day in the leader's jersey? The flurry of attacks as they followed the River Tweed. It was a 3-man breakaway group that eventually managed to get clear. And the breakaway group containing Jenna, Wiggins-Lecourt, Williams of Swift, and Gediminas Bagdonos of 82 Isle Mondial. He swept through the first intermediate sprint of the day in Coldstream. He'd been in the breakaway on the previous stage. Mark Cavendish would be hoping that everything would come down to a bunch sprint. Jumbo-Visma were doing a great job on the front, controlling the pace for Dylan Groenewegen. On to Hardens Hill, the first Category 2 King of the Mountains of the day. It was Jenner and Williams who were battling it out for the points at the top. Williams' teammate Jacob Scott had gone into the stage in the Skoda King of the Mountains jersey. So the former winner of the King of the Mountains in the Tour of Britain was making sure that he defended for Swift Carbon Pro Cycling, taking maximum points in Corn. Behind, edged out, the King of the Mountains jersey wearer, Scott, who was also beaten by Ryan Christensen on the line, and it could be a costly mistake for the Swift rider. Onto the second intermediate sprint in Duns, and the breakaway group rolled through. It was Bagdonos from Williams and Jenner. Jumbo-Visma doing a great job on the front. We headed towards the next objective of the day, which would be the Scotsview King of the Mountains. They turned a right on to that climb. It was Frederick Frison of Lotto Soudal that went on the attack. He was joined by Mathieu van der Poel, while Williams managed to out-sprint Jenner for maximum points at the top. Behind, there was a serious challenge for the general classification in the OVO Energy Tour of Britain. Van der Poel and Frison joined up with the 3 leaders, but it was too dangerous a move to go clear. And the Mitchelton Scott team of Matteo Trentin brought everything back under control. On to the final intermediate sprint of the day with 25.9 to go, and perhaps a sign of things to come. Matteo Trentin leading the Iceberg red jersey wearer Rory Townsend across the line. 3 seconds in the bag. It was the final climb of the day. Dingleton, 2.4 kilometers in length. Pavel Sivakov went on the attack, and Dylan Groenewegen was starting to be distanced from the group behind. Sivakov crested the summit. It wasn't the King of the Mountains he was interested in. He was looking to put time into the peloton and perhaps take over in the green jersey. Groenewegen was in a group that also contained the likes of Mark Cavendish and Gabs Khaled. He was starting to drop back. Could his teammates bring him back towards the front? With Groenewegen out of the picture, Mitchelton Scott put the hammer down with the Israel Cycling Academy. 5 kilometers in towards the finish, the gap was growing in excess of 1 minute. In towards the finish, it was Katusha Alpecine's Alex Dowsett, the British time trial champion, that pedaled off the front, looking to try and steal the stage victory from the sprinters left in the group behind. The left turn over the bridge, and Dowsett was still holding a small advantage. He just had the cobblestones to negotiate towards the finish. It's a technical run-in towards the line. Trentin, De Bust and Turnerson were all up towards the front. Israel Cycling Academy were looking to try and deliver Chimolai. Dowsett, though, agonizingly close to the stage victory. Trentin inside of the line, swept by him to take the stage. A great stage victory for Matteo Trentin, his second in his career in the Tour of Britain. Dylan Groenewegen coming in the group behind, out of that green jersey, but plenty more sprint opportunities to come in this year's Tour of Britain. Pain and agony, though, for Alex Dowsett. He could see the line, but Matteo Trentin chose his line through the snaking finish, going right, then left to come past the British rider, taking that stage ahead of Jasper de Boist, with Mike Turnison in third. Matteo Trentin, can he be a serious contender for this year's OVO Energy Tour of Britain? Kelso and the Scottish Borders hosting stage 2. There's the photo finish on the line. A convincing victory for Matteo Trentin. Mike Turnison throws his bike at the line. Onto the podium, stage 2 belonged to Mitchelton Scott and Matteo Trentin. Confirmation of your result: Trentin from De Boist, Turnison, Chimolai, Edmondson, Swift, Dowsett, Clark, Asbrook and Viss were your top 10. Alex Dowsett agonisingly close, hanging on for 7th place.
Most importantly, the green OVO Energy race leader
Matteo Trentin
jersey
now
for
moves
Scott.
into
Matteo
the leader's
Trentin.
jersey in this year's OVO Energy Tour of Britain. He has a strong team to defend his lead going into stage 3. It's an 11-second advantage over Davide Chimolai and Jasper de Boist. Turnison at 13, Clark at 16. 17 seconds, Swift, Van der Poel, Vliegen, Van Asbrook and Edmondson as we move to Newcastle for stage 3.
Come on.